Peace, 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 peace to the family. Black motherfucking power, we are back. Or do we do it again? Peace, 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 family, we back. Rebels Roundtable in the building. I'm Rebel with a cause.
Brother King Water, our kid.
And welcome to Rebels Roundtable.
Rebel Vision Television.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe. We love y'all for the love y'all been showing us so far.
Right.
We coming up. Peep the new show, Real Sisters Code, with the two hosts, Sekhmet and Hep Shepsuit. But we got all the great mothers of Atlanta on there. So please show some love to them too, because their show is powerful. They already recorded the first one, What is a Woman? So that's dropping on Sundays at 6. So you'll be able to catch them Sundays at 6 and maybe Wednesdays at 9. But the ladies gotta okay that. So
tell them who else is on the show. The other sisters.
We got Shelly Amonset.
Jalea Rain. Sister Jalea
Rain. Sister Nandy was on this first show. We're trying to get Tiffany French on.
Oh yeah. Strong sister. What about Sister Nisa Shabazz?
Oh, can't forget the great mother, Nisa Shabazz. Salute, love. She'll probably be in the chat tonight. Green Love, his wife. I don't want to mess her name up, but pardon me, Queen. But Green Love Kitchens, she was supposed to be on there. She's gonna be on future episodes. And technically you might see I gotta say it this simple, but every Black woman in Atlanta or, in America that we are connected to and learn about, you might see them on the show. It's straight for women. There will be male guests on their show, but after they put it down in the concrete that real women still exist, and then they can venture off, because they gotta save these girls and these women. It gotta be them on them. We can't tell them how to technically wash their box. You feel me? They can. They could tell them how to be an ill wife. They could tell them how to be a good girlfriend. They could tell them how to present themselves as, Black women. So I want this show to be what our show is to the fellas. You know what I mean? Even though it's for everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely for the family. You know what I mean? But I want them to have their own link. I want a place where females could come and get that real Black power talk from instituted women. So, check it out. The Real Sister Code, AKA Goddess Gang. Salute to all the sisters. Let me get a piece of that. And like, share, subscribe. We about to be on Rumble. We about to be all over TrueTube. Twitter got us. They accepted our invite. Good looking Elon Musk. Real Sister Code, AKA. You know what I'm saying? So now we good money. This episode, what we doing tonight?
Man, tonight, for the past couple of episodes, the last episode of Rebels Roundtable, we've been talking about self-hate. This episode, we're gonna talk about the solutions. We need solutions, y'all.
Solutions. Let's get into it. We're gonna do this quick on our side. You got us playing in the back?
Yeah, I just turned it down.
Yeah, my bad. I thought it was mine.
Me too, though.
Salute to all our moderators in the building when they get in the building.
Right.
We got a deep team of moderators. They coming hard. But solutions, because we was talking about the problem, self-hate, right?
Right.
Oh man, TikTok, Instagram, just television alone, you know.
Yeah. Atlanta housewives, all the housewives, all the basketball wives,
Yeah, all of that
all the reality TV that make us look bad. But that ain't no reality. It's a bunch of BS. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's that new age. Yeah. The white man love it though.
Yeah.
Don't think he be like this every night. Yeah. Niggas is being niggas. Yeah.
Yeah, he doing his job. You know what I'm saying?
I could argue with we're doing his job.
Right. Right. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, he put the plan out, but we never read the plan before. You know what I mean? We always was under his subjugation, but not at this percentage. We had like 80% all through history. Maybe 20% were sellouts or people who fell to the, you know, his provision of what he think black people are. To me, we had most of us just being regular.
Right.
Got Jesus, you know, God-fearing people, and then we had the conscious people. Right. So he never had this hold on us like that. So you could bounce off my joints. Being black, give me a remedy, a solution for being black. Just in America, you're here. TV is everywhere. The library is closed. The malls are open. IG is up. One solution. How do you be black in America today? Give me a simple solution.
For one thing, to me, we're not educated, so we don't know who we are, who we really are, knowing yourself.
So the solution would be study yourself.
Know yourself. Your
history is important. If you don't know what happened yesterday, you can't tell what's going on today, and you damn sure can't tell what's going to happen tomorrow.
Think about it. Just think about it. Growing up as kids. Okay, they'll have us thinking that our history started from slavery, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we growing up saying that. But find out, our history go way deeper than that.
You the old Max.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you different.
And as far as that, we was here, we was in Africa, and we was the first people everywhere. Know that.
Yeah,
know that.
Facts. So the solution is study thyself. You need to know what happened in 1970 to us, 1980, 1950, 1940, 1930, 1920, 1910, 1900, 1890, 1880. Go all the way back as far as you could possibly go. You know what I mean? Being a husband, a black husband. Here go a solution. You have to be all about your own family. Don't allow all of these distractions to get you. Half of the women online, it's like online is porn, but it's in real time. So you're not even looking at a porn star knowing you can't ever get her. You're looking at some girl that might be in your city that you see maybe in a spot that you be in. You feel me? So it'd be like me looking at online and seeing a girl at Wadada. So I know she's there, right? So the false perception of options, don't take them. You have to love your wife and want to build a family. So if you got kids, go outside and play with them. Break all the rules, my G's. You can't live the way this world is set up to live. It's a silent death. It's silent destruction. Half of these relationships don't last long because of this. So if you really want to be a real husband, you got to cut the world off and love. What's the old saying? The grass is greener. They think the grass is greener.
Side.
Yeah, the grass is greener because that's artificial grass. Yeah. That's artificial grass across
That's a
the
good
board.
one right there.
You know what I mean? So be a good husband and love your wife to death and your kids or your situation, even if you don't have kids. Pick a wife, pick a girl, and only focus on them. Back when we was coming up, we only saw the girls at work and on our block. We didn't see the model that was in Florida.
Right.
Thinking I got an option. No, you don't. That's window shopping, man. Nigga, you went to Macy's with $200. You can't buy the $900 coat. So that $900 coat is not an option. It's all good. Pay attention. Let me get a solution for being conscious. More than being black. That's the core culture. You gotta love the mirror and yourself. But give me a solution for being conscious.
Really, to know being conscious, to know where you at, where is your state of mind at, to consciously love yourself, period.
Nah, go a little deeper real quick. Tell me exactly what to do. I just got paid my paycheck and I got $200 that I could blow, right? What I could go to the strip club, I could go to the mall. I got 200 to blow. What should I do with the $200?
Bring the 200 home. Bring it home.
Well, you be screaming shop black.
Yeah, shop black, of course.
I'm gonna blow $200. Tell me where to go to blow it. Well, to spend it.
At Rebalz, that K&S apparel, that ancient chemistry.
Find somebody with a black business.
Right.
And buy things on purpose, even if you sleep. Go buy that sweater, you don't know what it means. You know what I mean? And then let it sit around you until you know what it means.
Right.
Or follow the symbols. But give your money to somebody black that's living outside the matrix. It's too easy to go to the mall. It's too easy to go to the stores that don't even love us or sell none of our shit. You know what I mean? So,
and them people don't even like you, man.
By the way, this show is brought to you by K&S Apparel.
That's apparel.
You feel me?
Now.
And Aesthetics brand. Aesthetics. K&S Apparel. This is a collabo right here.
Collabo.
I only spend my money on black, so my whole desk is filled with black gear. I'm gonna do a show called The Conscious Wardrobe. I'm gonna show y'all my closet. I'm only doing one, but I'm gonna isolate everything I show y'all. I'm not even gonna show y'all everything, but I'm gonna pull something out. I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can see where to get it. But I'm gonna show my closet. The Conscious Wardrobe.
Conscious Wardrobe.
Well, actually, it's called The Conscious Closet. My bad.
Oh, it's Conscious Closet.
Yeah, go get you one. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody here got one.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah. Hey, man, that's a good point you made, man. Shop black, support your own. That's self-love.
Yes, sir.
That's a good.
Because everybody got that $200, bro.
Right.
What we do, you know, when you're not truly conscious, what do you do with it? You kind of blow it.
Yeah.
You don't really got nothing to show for it.
Go get to Gucci or something, get a fake Gucci purse.
Yeah, all that fake Gucci shit. That look mad real too. I ain't gonna lie. This is the illest fakes ever. Trust me, I'm from New York.
Yeah.
The Fendi jacket, yo, that shit is A-. But okay, let's go down the line. We got a few more. Being aware of your enemies. We both gonna answer this one. Give me a solution on how one can be aware of their enemies?
That's easy, man. You know, race first. Think put your race first.
Okay, so the remedy would be to
like you say, support Black, live Black, be with Black.
Well, okay, I'm gonna go a little deeper. I want you to answer this before
Right.
I answer mine. Television commercials. You know what I mean? You know all the secret ways that the white man talk to your psyche, all
Right.
through movies and all that good shit, right? What's the solution? What do you do when Atlanta Housewives come on and you see all the buffoonery? How do you not fall for it?
Turn it off.
that was gonna be one of mine. Turn that
I
shit
can't
off.
stand that shit, man. I can't stand it.
Right off. All right, what I got for that? You got to be aware of the systematic way he shows how the world is. It's like Black Beauty, right? So he don't show original natural Black beauty. He shows Black women or white women in white form. So, you know, it's hard for little girls with the African twist or the box braids to see themselves on that same level. And they're really higher. But how do you fight that? You can't fall for the magazine cover, the commercial girl. Boys too, it's in reverse. You can't fall for the dude that they show you just got $1 million, maybe the drug dealer, the rapper, the any artist gets money off their talent quick. So you never have to work for it. And only hard work pay. So you have to almost put down what you see because it's not for everybody. The percentage patterns, the probability of doing what you actually see is low. So don't get gassed to follow some simple shit you see that look fucking great.
Right.
You gotta tell yourself no. Because your enemy is plotting on your food, your mind frame, your music, your kid's mind, your wife's mind, and in reverse, your husband's mind. The world needs the world's sleep to operate.
But
the world breaks if people become conscious.
Let me say something. They be working on that as far as like you say what they see on TV. They've been working on that on us at young ages. You remember that commercial where they had the little Black girl, and the interviewer asked the little Black girl what doll was the prettiest, and she chose the white girl.
Mm-hmm.
So they put that shit in our mind at an early age, and then you know all the images. Well, as far as me growing up, you know, all the blonde haired, blue-eyed females that's running on the beach, them the pretty girls. That's who you want to be. And then you gotta look at the little Barbie doll that the little girls play with. They didn't even have no, I don't know, they never had no black Barbie. They ain't come out with a black Barbie doll to the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So you growing up playing with white Barbie dolls. You growing up playing with white Superman, superheroes, and all that old bullshit. So at a young age, that's in your mind that white is better. They never show anything black. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Now, I 100% agree. You see that mind training. They
Right.
train us.
Right.
Because they dominate the view. So if you only looked at apples all your life, I guarantee you that's going to be your favorite food. You feel me?
So my question to you is, how can we replace that self-hate that was taught? How can we, as a people, replace that with self-love?
Well, it starts with the black doll at birth, right? So because since you brought up the dolls real quick, before I bring all the brothers in, we got one more before they come in. Salute to Mike Chambers in the chat.
Chambers, what's up, brother, man? One love.
In the chat. He'll be on the show in any minute. It starts early, right? So if your daughter had a white doll and my daughter had a black doll, because the girls curate that pattern like their mothers, even when they're 2 years old. They're the power, right? So they got to learn how to take care of themselves. A lot of this comes from because you was taking care of a white baby. So when you grow up, you never see your sisters as your daughter that you grew up when you was 3, 4, 5, taking care of your favorite doll. If that doll is black, when you start seeing your counterparts, somehow that doll's metaphor will shift into how you treat anything that look like your doll.
I can give you one more example before you get yours.
Yes, sir.
I grew up with saying my grandma, you know what I mean, with the white Jesus on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's part of the brainwashing. Same shit.
Same shit, man.
Jay-Z said it the best. Taught to love you but hate mine. That was the punch. So white Jesus on the wall is even worse because we give the power source code of all life to white people.
Right.
And since nobody's seen Jesus in real life, not to say it don't exist, I ain't aiming at anybody, but my point is you see the white man that resembles Jesus. So you give that grace to the white people just because your God's son is white. This is mathematical domination, by the way. But we could break the code, people. If you listening, there's code breakers. There's knowledge that could break these codes, okay? Yo, you remember in the Bible, they used to show you the map of Bethlehem and all that?
Yeah.
Notice how they showed it to you this close.
Right.
If you went and got a map and just zoomed it out, you'd see that was in Africa.
Right.
So they hide the truth in plain sight. It's your job. Here's a solution. It's your job to try to kill what you love. What do I mean by that? If you love something, press it. Like you hate something, nah, that ain't like that. That ain't like that. It ain't really this. Do that to what you love to see if it can sit there and take that scrutiny. You feel me? And then you'll know you should love it. Because once you know Jesus was in Africa, do the math.
Yeah.
What year was that? You know what I mean? Look at all the other players. If Moses was dealing with Pharaoh, did they say that was white and black war?
Yeah.
If Moses was brought in it, you know, they found Moses in the water, right? So he was adopted, learned everything as the Pharaoh, like the Bible say. That means he had to be the same race as the Pharaoh.
Right.
Now go look up the Pharaoh to see that they were Africans. So Moses had to be an African. You feel me? So it's knowledge. Freedom is only for those who search for it.
Right.
You have to break the codes. You gotta fill out the puzzle. You gotta put the puzzle pieces together. The lie is thin. The lie is only big because it's everywhere. But when you poke it, that shit pop just like a bubble gum in your mouth. If you blew like a bubble and I could pop that shit easy. Just with a little touch.
Hey, Mike Chambers said, what about the enemies who look like us who are not race first?
Yeah, see, Mike Chambers, you only know they exist when you truly become conscious. Then you start seeing people who don't then you'll notice how they don't use the nucleus or the mathematics of consciousness. If you're asleep, you don't know your friend is kind of working against the race. You know what I mean? You have to be conscious. It's kind of like that movie They Live. When you put the glasses on, then you could see.
Right.
Because if you take the glasses off, they look human. You put the glasses on, which is consciousness, then you could see their inner mechanics. And then technically you could see that they're your enemy. By default, by not being conscious enough and aware to know that the way they live is actually going against us and themselves. So that was Zill, Chambers. You want to answer that?
You pretty much answered it. You know, I'm looking at with the UNIA, ACL,
John, right?
21.
Salute
some of that 200 doing charity for our people.
Read that again.
Spend some of that money spend some of that $200 doing charity for our people.
Speaking of charity, tell us about, did you just do the Feed the People?
No, yeah, we're doing that Saturday, man. Saturday. Sure. Anybody who want to donate or just come simply volunteer, you know, we're going to be 2015 MLK, 11 p.m. You know, we're going to set up, we're giving up hygiene products. You know, of course, we're going to have set up hot food, hot meals, you know, hot plates for the people. And we also have clothes, we have shoes. I got a whole stack of shoes, about 20 boxes of shoes right here.
Nice.
Not nothing raggedy either, you know what I mean? Nice stuff, shoes.
Yeah, we give out things we would wear ourselves.
Yeah, so just even that little bit can help somebody out, man. You know what I mean? You gotta start caring. And so get at me. For more information, get at me. You can reach me at 470-798-8527. You know what I mean? So yeah, those on the feed, man, y'all know me. Get at the hall, boy. Come just volunteer. You know, because when I get out there, you know, even Reb, you know what I mean? Because we've been out there together. We be kicking with the people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I love it.
There's no judgment. Yeah. No judgment. Just come down. Me and Shep is coming this Saturday too.
Yeah. So, you know, and that's what it's all about, the connection, man. You know what I mean? Just, man, talking to the people, man. I feel good doing it, man. That's why I've been doing it all these years. I wish I could have more resources, you know what I mean? Come help us out with more resources, because some brothers don't even have. I met brothers who actually want to work, you know what I mean? But they don't even have the proper identification too. But okay, go to the beloved Community Church of Atlanta, 111 Irish Street, in the back of the church. It's a day center, and they have resources. They have resources for brothers that want to work. They have IDs. They have showers and stuff, you know what I mean, for the people. You know, they got food for the people, you know what I mean? That church is helping the whole community out. So that's the reason why I go, because I fuck with the beloved community, man.
Luther Slaughter.
Shout out to my brother Slaughter, you know I love.
Yeah, man, we love you, man. Get better.
Word up, man.
We'll talk about that offline. And number 5 is, how do you get off the internet? And when I say get off the internet, I mean, how does somebody not allow the internet to take over their whole perception, or take most of their time of their day on the internet? How can one get back to reality and go talk to people in real life and really engage in humanity?
It's simple, man. Just get out there in the street. You know, with these phones, man, people are addicted to this shit. You know what I mean? Some people want to hear the fucking the BS that's going on here. And like my brother Knowledge, I always say, how can you know what I'm saying, not know anything, you know, at least use it to get information, you know what I'm saying? To feed your brain. Y'all using it for dumb shit. Y'all only see the twerking and the Charleston White. I don't look at none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I see it from time to time because you can't help but see it sometimes because it's all everywhere. You know what I mean? Just like Flavor Flav said, don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype.
Nah, I agree with you 100.
Yeah.
You gotta have some strength to say no. It's kind of like being Black, being a husband, being conscious. You have to have the strength to say no to some of this, because it be pulling them, son.
Because people want to get, it's entertainment to people.
But you might not have a life, because look, the words say followers. So if you online all day liking other people's life pattern, I'm not saying don't do that, but where's your life? What do you do to put down for them to like what you post? You know what I mean? My solution for the internet is, I'm gonna use Ken Waldo's shit because I've been used it in my own life. Turn that motherfucking shit off. It's a drug. If you turn your internet off for a week, call my phone in that 7th day, and I bet you might not turn it on the 8th day. It's kind of like you got to withdraw from that shit.
Hey, you know what? You know what's so crazy? Like as far as that the texting, right? Now check this out. I'm not no texting, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and text all day long. Pick up the phone and call, man. You know what I mean? People go crazy with all this texting shit, man. I can't conversate with you through a goddamn no text messaging all day.
Plus, it wastes time. We could have had that conversation in 40 seconds. Yo, Ken Waldo, come down to the spot. We're gonna be right here. If you don't see my car, we're gonna be in the back. How do I text that? Because then you're gonna answer, oh, what day is that? What time is that? It's too much writing when we could just speak. You know what I mean? So we really telling everybody to come back to humanity. Like the computers in all the movies become the enemy. Skynet, the Terminator, all them other joints. The computers wants to do your, look, that's why I don't like Grammarly or all of these self-help apps that take your abilities from you. That's the trick. So you didn't really write that paper. Grammarly wrote it for you, gave you the right diction. Because I'm cool if you used it once, twice, 5 times, till you learn the level. And then you say, oh, I don't need Grammarly no more. I know I could write this structured shit myself. But you gotta learn how to get off the internet, people, because you're missing life. You're missing life.
It's the World Wide Web.
Okay, what's the web?
A trap.
Exactly.
You stuck like Chuck.
You said the same thing. You owe me a hat. Remember the old thing? You owe me a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Because we don't knock on wood. There's no superstition. There's essence and metaphysics, but no superstition.
Right.
So I sent the brothers the invite. They should be answering it any minute. But back to getting off the internet. These are my words, because I think you could skill the internet and still live. Give the internet an hour, scroll down the whole shit, hit everybody, new post, leave a post, leave some messages real quick if they shit is linked, and then get off of it. And then go outside and create. Put that energy back in your own business. Put it into another Black person, you know, help them do what they're doing. You know what I mean? Do something that can help the culture, not just feed yourself, because this is no different than watching TV in 1987 all day. You just channels. What are you doing? You're just giving ratings to the show, which is what Instagram and them do. Look, you're giving a hit. That's a rating point. Or you leaving a comment. So try to try to shrinking that time span. Try shrinking that time span. You feel me? I ain't have no room to put featuring Shaka Sankofa, but
oh yeah, you know, Shaka Sankofa part of the crew now, man.
yeah, one of us. That's why I didn't even think to do it like we had a guest.
What's up, Sankofa? Come on in. There you go. The general.
Another rebel coming on. King General Shaka Sankofa in the building. Let me get this out the way. Salute to everybody. What Mike said, we lived before the internet. It's a major distraction, artificial intelligence. Yes, sir, Chambers. I call it the simulation. It's all simulation. So we learning how to simulate our reality. You know what I mean? And it's definitely artificial intelligence, because what you learn on it doesn't help you become more intelligent. It almost feeds you into the system's mind frame, the talking points. You'll find yourself defending some negatives based on that. Throw this in real quick. Like, share, and subscribe. Rebel Vision Television. We coming up big. Salute to Ross Isis, Vegan Dream Donuts, West End of Atlanta. Go get you a strong drink and a donut. Ross, if you're watching, I'm gonna come holler at you soon. Been mad busy. So think, come on the channel, watch a few episodes of Think Champs. And of course you're gonna watch Rebels Roundtable if you're here watching Rebels Roundtable. So Think Champs, Rebels Roundtable, and our new show, The Real Sister Code. So we got 3 shows up. We're gonna add some more. We growing. I'm trying to be like Knowledge Born. So he got channel 2. I'm trying to make channel 11. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna make channel 4, channel 5, channel 7, and 9, and 13. So we creating, and then we gonna put it all together one day for a conglomerate, our own black flicks, like Netflix.
Shout out to I'm Not Born, I'm Not Doing Not Radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go like, share, and subscribe on his channel.
That's right.
He be having a lot of powerful brothers. He always got the music and sisters and the goddesses. He always playing that conscious music all through it. So he be having mad.
Avengers in the house, the Ben Jazz. The Black album is dropping April the 7th. Go copy that. Holler at the brother Sonny Yada. Holler at the brother Mike Chambers. Holler at the brother RA360. Holler at the brother Red Fidel. The Avengers, man, they dope, man. Can't wait. I'm gonna be the first one to copy that. I had told Sonny, man, hey man, make sure you test me so I can get it back. Because I've been waiting on it, because they were supposed to been dropping, but they had to, you know, make sure everything was straight, remixed.
They wanted perfection. You want perfection.
Wanted perfect.
So you're right, because once you have all 3,
right,
now you got the album.
Right, right.
It's almost like that movie with the Stones, Thanos glove.
Oh yeah.
So you get one, but you put it together and then you can snap.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Black Snap. That's the song they should make after all the albums done. One song, The Black Snap.
Yeah.
Snap.
They got the Red album came out a few months. I got that. Now it's the Black album. Now come out with that Green album. That's hard, man. Hey, the Shaka Sankofa, can you hear us?
Yeah.
What's up? What's going on, brother, man?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's your thoughts? We talking about solutions to self-hate, brother.
Let me premise it for you, Shaka. You could name all 5 if you want, but we only looking for solutions. What literally could you do in this position? So we got being Black in America is number 1. With all of this distraction and all of this new age knowledge, how can one obtain their blackness in this distracto world we live in?
Well, first and foremost, let me give honor to the creator and the ancestors. And y'all have to excuse me because where I'm working at this evening is a highly chemical induced place, you know, dealing with paints and stuff. That's why I have this mask on. And then it has the Neanderthal scent in here. So I hope you can forgive me for putting this mask on, but nevertheless, we are at a point that the fix is in. We have so many people that have been indoctrinated, and it's been ingrained in their DNA to the seed of self-hatred. And we can no longer blame it just on slavery per se, because, you know, our people know right from wrong. They know, you know, when they're selling out, when they're bootlicking, when they're, you know, butt licking and all, they know this, you know, but for the sake of making everyone feel comfortable and for the sake of advancement and for the sake of just being part of the social order, they will take their divine energy and souls and you know, compromise that. And so this is why I always stress that it takes those who are of like minds, brothers and sisters, and there are hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters of like minds that want to create a united front, that are serious, that are not you know, that are willing to put their lives on the line for the sake of liberation and salvation for a Black nation. But we, you know, this is the new normal for those who have bought into the program, those who have taken the jab, those who are thoroughly entrenched and thoroughly convinced that twerking, drilling, trapping, going to prison, being disrespectful to parents, you know, fearing white supremacy to its core is the norm. You know, you see that where we have our brothers and sisters, primarily our youth, in which they emulate their parents. When they see their parents going so hard on people that look like them, but yet when they go to court and when they're confronted by the system of white supremacy, they are overly submissive and overly respected to our natural born enemies and oppressors. And so this infection of this self-hatred is so ingrained that it becomes normal to the masses of our people. I was talking with Brother Ken Waldo earlier about how our people are so ashamed of representing who they are, ashamed and of having Black pride,
Right.
you know, ashamed of you know, to be able to stand up and represent who they really are, you know, because we have incorporated a compromise mentality that we want to make, you know, these devils feel comfortable, Black devils and white devils.
Right.
And so, you know, it's imperative that we take what we have, you know, just like when, you know, our parents and grandparents, and even those of us who have been in prison and behind enemy lines and concentration camps, you know, we take what we got and make the best of it. And this is what we have to do with the masses of the people those who are willing to stand up, fight, kill, bleed, and die for liberation, because we actually don't want to engage to that level. You know, we want to pray our way. We're waiting on some white dude with pair a nightgown on and some flip-flops to come out of the sky and straighten all this shit out, which is never going to happen. And this is why religion is the opiate of the people as well, because you have 9 factions of the system of racism, white supremacy: law, labor, religion, politics, sports, entertainment, sex, war, education. Those are the factions that comprise of our extermination on a daily and consistent basis. So, channels like Rebel Vision Television, the Sister Code, Think Champs, and so many other powerful platforms that our people really, deep down in their hearts, they really want to engage and be a part of. But the fear of white supremacy and the fear of compromisation and wanting to make white counterparts and so-called white friends and other ethnic groups not feel intimidated by our natural born strengths and energy and DNA and genetic makeup. It just put a wrench in our fight for liberation. If I've answered that correctly.
No, that was a good answer. The nucleus, perfect. Let's go down the line. How does a Black man today, because you have the wisdom, brother, how does a Black man today become a good husband?
By being a good Black man. See, this is why they always say there's no instruction manual to manhood, marriage, and womanhood. But if you're the best version of yourself, and deep down inside the talents and gifts and all of the strength and power through your genetic DNA and energy that's been passed down to you by our great and beloved ancestors, what you're built, what you're built like, what you're made of. And so if you're the best version of yourself and you allow that to illuminate itself and be a reflection to those who are around you that are not part of some type of movement per se to dim your morale and to not allow you to let that power exude itself, then that's everything around you will become will fall in accordance. This is what makes sisters fall in place and know their positions. But when they see us, always doing this contradictive, what you call this hypocritical and spiritual mental manipulation, because you and I know personally that you got motherfuckers that, they done read 3,000 goddamn books. And like Dr. Collins said, you got everything on the wall, but not a goddamn thing on the ball, because people can see the behavior. They don't look at, you can spit all that information all day, but if your walk doesn't match your talk, then it's a deterrent, because people see that this shit is not organic and authentic. Thanks. And so, that's this is the core issue, the core being of us, because just like you all, y'all are strong warriors. You're relentless. You're uncompromising with these motherfuckers. You come on, whether it's one viewer or a million viewers, y'all consistent. You're consistent, and people, notice that. A lot of people envy, a lot of people are jealous of it, but they really want to emulate you and follow that lead. But if they see any any type of contradiction in your journey, then it just throws, it throws everything off. So the key to that manhood piece is that we as men need to be man enough to ask other men how to be men. Because all of us have had to at some point find shit out for ourselves, in terms of our journey. We had to, figure a whole lot of shit out in some serious detrimental, death-defying situations. And so, which didn't do anything but just created character. Because, when you go through something, it just prepares you for something else. But that's the whole key, brother, to be the best version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself. You know what you built like. You know what's inside of you. You know your capabilities and your potentials. You know what the Creator and the ancestors have laid upon you. But it's up to the individual, to exude that, and let that energy reflect and be a beacon of light and a beacon of hope for those who have no idea of what manhood consists of.
Powerful, powerful. We're gonna go down the line.
Okay.
Right. How does one, we talking from our culture standpoint, but
Okay.
how does one be aware of their enemies? Because the enemy likes to make the devil's recipes look and smell great. So how can one, a young brother, a young sister, a warrior age sister, brother, or even an elder, how can one in America or around the world be aware of the subliminal tricks that the enemy play to get in your mind, to give you ideas, or to make you to, morph your true perception of what things should be?
By looking at the end result of the play.
Mm.
Looking at the end result of the play. We all know a natural enemy. I know if I go to Rebel with a cause, if I go in his yard and I'm not familiar with these fucking pits, my ass might get handed to me by them dogs. See, I see that all off the rip. But I may be willing to get chewed up to get a bag.
Mm.
And so, and that goes, and I don't want to go off key for a minute, but I do want to briefly discuss how we don't hold each other accountable to a point where, this plays a major role where we're at today in terms of our young people. That you look at drill music, you look at rap music, you look at hip hop, you look at gangster music, you look at twerking, you look at entertainments and sports, how this shit is rigged and fixed, and how they look at certain people and put them on pedestals that have agreed with the hierarchy to mislead our youth and damage the minds and souls of our babies. You remember when C. Dolores Tucker and Maxine Waters and all these coons and all these jigaboos and Boulay, when they went in front of Time Warner and they protested against Tupac Shakur's music and Ice-T, and they condemned and crushed these brothers. But no one, I have yet to see anybody hold these motherfucking crackers who own the companies.
Right.
Nobody has brought up charges of conspiracies to commit murder conspiracies on Clive Davis, Jimmy Iovine, Ted Fields, Rick Rubin, what's the other cracker's name? Ari Emanuel, and others who are
Shock.
yeah.
I don't mean to cut you out. I just thought about something while you were saying that. See, we quick to blast each other, you know what I'm saying, in the spotlight on the media. You know, with that situation, all they have to do is get in contact with them brothers and talk to them brothers one-on-one, how they feel about certain things and stuff. And that should have been a private conversation, man. You know what I mean? We need to stop blasting each other on the TV, news media, social media, and all this BS. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff we got to talk within ourselves, by ourselves, and nobody else know about. Because we can come to agreement. If them sisters would have called Scarface and Tupac or ISIL, I'm sure, and they would have had to talk, I'm sure they would have came to an agreement. You know what I mean? All our business get blasted away and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'll give you another example. If me and you a rebel were beefing and talking about killing each other on sight, we have views up the ass.
Right.
You know, because see, that type of sickness has become what they call entertainment now. But nobody is holding these motherfuckers accountable for the murders. Now they're responsible for the murders of all these hundreds of rappers, in which, they make them push this drill music, and at the same time, behind their backs, without their knowledge or the family's knowledge, they put these multi-million-dollar life insurance policies on these boys, knowing that, the music that they push is going to have them meet an early demise. This is why you've never seen none of these motherfuckers attend none of these funerals, never pay for none of these funerals, because it's a cash off. And see, they bait them in with the advance money. This is how they bait them in with the 360 deals. And so knowing, if I'm pushing, if Ken Wilder is pushing, he going platinum, talking about when he gonna do a blackout in my motherfucking house and kill everybody and go platinum with this shit. They know at some point somebody gonna run down on somebody gonna pull up on somebody, and it's gonna be mass casualties. Mm-hmm. And then they cash in the insurance policy. And then they do all these murals and all this bullshit, give out these fake awards, and these goddamn what you call those holograms and all this stuff, trying to react the energies and vibrations, of our brothers and sisters in that game that were actually geniuses. You talking about brothers and sisters who never went past the 8th grade but can spit 16 bars. That's some genius shit. That's some genius shit, man. But we need to, they need to be brought up on charges, man, of conspiracy to commit mass murder in the Black community through drill music.
Sister Shep, parts of our community love drama, confusion, and unaccountability.
It's addictive, along with the jab, because you look at every 19 years, right? It was the war on courage in the 60s. John F. Kennedy got his brains blown out. 19 years after that, it was the war on drugs. 19 years after that, it was the war on terror. 19 years after that, it was the war on viruses. Now, what's going to happen next?
World War.
There's nothing left. There's nothing left but guerrilla warfare, starvation, famine, and self-deception. And self-deception, man.
Self-destruction, no doubt. That was number 6. You didn't even go off topic. Number 6 was actually that. How do we keep people accountable to our true source of culture based on what people do with their own lives, acting selfish. But we'll go to number 5. What is somebody, how does one, first of all, get off the internet? But really the question is, how does one not allow the internet to consume them and almost get watered down by the internet's mind frame, the internet's perception of beauty or business or whatever it might be. But how does one handle dealing with the internet based on being outside in true reality?
Well, you remember in the late 1990s and early the turn of the 21st century, where they were talking about putting microchips in the hands of our people. So they came up with a better thing. This is why they gave out the iPhones. This is why they gave out the iPhones. This is why they poisoned Steve Jobs, because Steve Jobs wasn't into that. If you look at the history of Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg and them, they tape their phone cameras and stuff up because they know the play. And you don't have to do that no more. Getting an adult or a child off of that social media, you have a better chance of them being heroin addicts. You have a better chance of them getting them off heroin than off social media. This is how deep and addictive that it is, because the iPhones actually, when you purchase the iPhone, you don't even have to do face recognition no more. Once you dial those numbers, they have a code that takes your DNA. And then once your DNA is stored in this database, they know everything that you're into. Just like if, I'm quite sure everybody just has experienced this. If you on YouTube in your house or you on your computer or whatever, it's always something that they'll put up there that's related to what you standing on or what you're dealing with. Like they may put up, you may be watching Colin Muhammad or Farrakhan or 19 Keys or something like that. The next time when you cut that machine off and cut it back on, they're gonna have a Rizza Islam video saying related videos. They have they know if you've been jabbed. They know your criminal history. They know who your family is. But see, the key to that is it has to be, the only way this will work, there have to be a major shutdown. I'm talking about everything has to be cut off. I don't know if y'all knew or y'all experienced this about 3 or 4 months ago, but all the cell phones and stuff in DC was shut down for about 2 hours. Nothing worked.
I ain't hear about that.
Everything was off. All the signals were chopped. And it was for about 2 hours. And I literally saw motherfuckers tripping. I'm talking about tripping. Going by extra plugs and all types of shit, calling the motherfucking phone company and, sweating. I visually saw this.
Yeah.
And so and we chipped our children. They don't even want to, it's no more getting at the table, breaking bread as a family no more. Children take their fucking carry out, their Chinese takeout, and they go upstairs and they live their lives through the internet. This is why these devils surf this web and they get these kids. They get our children, especially those that are economically deprived, that live in the hoods, that you know, these predators go on there and tease them with gifts and bait them in. And then next thing you know, they're, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 Black children missing. You know, so I'm telling you, Rebel brother, that
Yeah, I know.
that's gonna be, you know, that's gonna be very, very difficult, man, because I would love for it to go back to the landlines and you know, emergency calls only. You know, and shut this shit off. Shut this shit off. I'm talking about the things that get me the most. I could deal with the rest of it, but if they cut Tyler Perry and all these other mangina ass motherfuckers that, you know, and all this gangster shit, you know, where the Black man is either pushing drugs or he's doing time or either kissing another motherfucker, you know, if they can get rid of that, they can get rid of the twerking. They can get rid of all this bullshit, even these nigga preachers. Get them the fuck off of there.
Yeah.
You know, because our elderly, you know, they give so many millions of dollars up to hear this goddamn bullshit every Sunday about heaven. You know, and it just it's fucking disgusting, man. You know, and it's a mental illness. It's a mental illness. You know, that's the main thing. And then the jab. A lot of people don't know that one of the ingredients that they used in them jabs was a serum for rabies.
Mm.
And this is where you have all these outbreaks and, you know, all of these mass shootings. Well, the jab is the biggest mass shooting. So we need not to get that twisted. You know, that's the greatest mass shooting ever, you know. But when you're talking about people that are going postal, people killing their children. I did a video the other day where a brother had came home from prison. He went to the neighbor's house, stabbed a neighbor, stabbed her, cut her heart out, took the heart back to the house, made his uncle and his uncle's granddaughter, she was 4 years old, eat the heart with potato and carrots. Then after they ate the heart, he ended up butchering them to death. This was in
they wasn't Black, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Dang.
Look that up right now, real quick.
Where was this at?
Oklahoma. Wait a minute, I had the notes right.
So we got Black Jeffrey Dahmers now.
It's called it's a indigenous Native American county in Oklahoma, Chickasaw.
Yeah. Which one of us?
Yeah, it just happened last month.
But now you're right. We had a recurrent joke about that algorithm you spoke of. Not to change the subject, we back on the cannibalism of our people still, but you could say cat food, cat food, cat food, cat food, cat food by your computer, and then you'll start getting cat food commercials. So these machines are listening to us speak, because the algorithm couldn't read us if it wasn't actually listening.
Exactly.
So, we being watched on a level Hitler wish he had, and the white man all through history wish he had this power. Because I don't know if we would exist if he did. And I don't know if we're gonna keep continuing to exist because he does have it now. So we got.
So with all this, go ahead, brother. You want to have?
No, you got it. Now you got it.
This will really click in my mind. Like, you know, all this going on. With all this, I see all these control mechanisms going on. You know what I mean? That's getting fed to our people. Don't that make it harder for us to demonstrate self-love? Because really,
Of course,
it's not coming to us. That shit going down to our kids and grandbabies and shit, man.
They're not worried about, see, like I said, when I was talking about the 19 years, after the war on courage, when they blew Kennedy's head off on live television, see, that was shock value. Right there, that, because Kennedy, black people was under the impression that Kennedy was the great white hope, which he wasn't. But I still, I respect him, and then I don't. But to see his brains get blown out on live television, see, these things put fear in the public, especially when they knew this it was going to go down like that. It was a public assassination. They're sending a message that nobody is safe, black, white. If you try to side with these niggas or try to split the pie even, this is the type of shit that's going to happen. 19 years after that, Joe Biden writes the crime bill.
Right.
Clinton signs it. Hillary Clinton endorses it along with Kamala Harris and others. Mass incarceration takes place, wipes out the black family. You replace the black family, welfare, and then you use music. I don't need nobody, me, myself, and I don't need a man. A man ain't shit. A nigga gotta have this and gotta have this. I'm the mother and the father, all this type of nonsense, which we're the only people that do that. You knock on the Asians' door, you knock on any white man's door, you knock on Latinos' door, it's gonna be a man answering the door. Who is it? You go to a black community, you're gonna hear the woman. Who the fuck is it? That destroyed the nucleus. That put us under social control. Then the crack epidemic came. We're gonna really wipe them out now. Now we're gonna trick the women out. And then we're going to play like we're going to save them and give them Section 8. So we're going to be the killer and the raper and the savior at the same time. While the children grow up through that whole era and watch the whole play. Now you got the war on terror. Bin Laden and, because, and the whole countryside of that. We watched another horrible incident like the Kennedy assassination, but it was 3,000 people when the towers fell. Yep. You go from that terror, see, because they got to keep us in fear in order to keep you in check. You go from that, people start to bounce back. Then, and at the same time, all of our leaders, just like you all, were knocked off. King, Malcolm, Fred Hampton, Huey, right. Medgar, wow. All of them in between to ensure and put the fear that no matter who you look up to and how big they get, we have the power to take them down. And not only that, we'll use your own motherfucking people to do it.
Right.
Then you got the war on the viruses. Now, you notice in social media, like you had 2001 to probably 2012, you had a lot of people, you had a lot of brothers and sisters coming up, being conscious, being strong, but then they had to use this debate bullshit.
Right.
Because everybody was coming together like, damn, let's go ahead and move a united front, regardless of what train of thought, religion, ideology, or whatever. Let's just go ahead and move as a united front because we all have the same motherfucking problem.
Right.
They come with the debates. Okay, the Moors against the fucking Hebrews, all this dumbass shit.
Right.
All this stupid ass shit, man.
Right.
And that separated us.
And I hate that shit, man.
Yeah, man, and they use us to do it.
Yeah.
They use us to do it. And so then you got the war on viruses, which Fauci was a part of the AIDS virus, because AIDS wasn't called AIDS at first. It was called it was a white man's gay disease.
Right.
And they was using poppers and all this type of shit. Little pills they were jamming in their asses to soften the anal muscles and all this, putting gerbils in their ass with Richard Gere and all of this shit, man. Studio 54, you know, it's a whole array of this shit, man. And then you got the virus, here coming the variant. What we'll do is lock motherfuckers in because they starting to wake up again. We got YouTube, we got social media banging. We got some motherfucking straight G's that got channels that's waking people up. We got to shut these motherfuckers down. Shut these niggas down. You either gonna get bought out, you either gonna get locked up, you either going exile, or you gonna get killed. It's simple as that. As simple as that. And most of these so-called conscious, you know, they take the fucking bag, you know. So when they had the viruses, lock everybody in the goddamn house. No more lectures. Cut this bullshit out. Lock everybody in. Give them a stimulus check, you know, to keep the economy stimulated, and then scare with another virus.
That effect.
Now the banks is in place. This is another tactic. Everybody run to get their money out the banks and all this shit, you know, which is another bailout, which Obama started.
Yeah, Obama.
You know, you got the Federal Reserve in DC, they print money. This is where they print the money. There's no shortage of shit.
Right.
But they got to keep us in fear, keep you on your toes, keep you biting your nails and shit, not wondering what tomorrow's going to hold. This is called social control. Social control. And at the same time, while you're going through this, you push the fentanyl. You push these coping mechanisms to deal with this fucking oppression. Get the mileage, get the syrup, lower the price on codeine. Keep these motherfuckers comatose. There's no war on crime, it's a war on niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep the carjacking going. Keep the, come on, man. Come on, man. It ain't that much carjacking and shit in the world without any type of intervention, man. But it's more money in black blood.
Right.
If your son or my daughter or one of Rebel's children are murdered, how many people gonna get paid? The funeral homes. People gonna go to the liquor store and drink there. They're gonna get prescription medications. Parents gonna be on pills as coping mechanisms. Funeral homes, more police patrols, more drugs gonna be distributed, more court cases, more arrests. Police get plenty goddamn overtime to push these agendas, man, and no suspects.
We need more warriors, man.
Right. Need to wake up, man.
They scared, bro. A lot of them. Believe me, it's a lot of brothers and sisters, man, that are willing to go all the way in. I mean, I know some. You know, our organization. It's. You know, I always say you got an army that you see and you got one that you don't. Just like you all have one.
Sure.
You know, you may not have an inkling of the motherfuckers that's gonna ride when this shit really gets thick. And they know this. This is why y'all ain't counseled, man. They see these people know. They look at all your plugs, man.
6 degrees of separation.
Yes, they look at every plug. Okay, they plugged in with these people. These people are plugged in with these people. These people, if we touch this motherfucker, this is gonna be the spot. And we don't want our babies, and you know, we don't want this shit to pop off. Not yet. We gotta make sure we got a hold and a grip on these motherfuckers. See how many we can buy. See how many we can bring up charges. Violate their goddamn paroles. Send these niggas back in. Who used to use drugs?
Crackers.
Well, yeah, they get high. And them stinking motherfuckers, man, they use far more drugs. They do far more killings. They eat more people. You know, they sex more kids, they do more drug trafficking than anybody on the planet. But when our people that are, like you were talking about earlier, when our people are comatose, man, Fox News dictates their thinking. CNN, Coon Negro Network, Don Lemonade, and Mark Lamont Hill and Roland Martin. These people, man, dictate the agenda and the narrative of the black race, and our people buy into it, man.
BET also.
And don't forget them ambulance chases, man.
Is it BET or JET?
JET. Jigaboo Ensign.
Yeah, it's Jesuit Entertainment.
Yeah.
Because they run it. They run it.
Yo, Kenwado, big up everybody in the chat real quick. I see Lead Clinton in there, OG, Goddess Kiki. Who else is in the chat real quick?
Yeah.
Shout out to Kiki Queen, QC Queen. Shout out to that sister, man, down in North Carolina. Straight warrior, man. Y'all need to get her on the show, man. On the
man, give her my number, man.
Yeah. Get her on that real sister code, because she's fire, man.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah. I represent peace, Goddess. Who else? Lead Clinton. Black Power.
Black Power.
Ishara Entertainment. Black Power. We got who else? We got Mike Chambers, Black Power. We got 90, Bofini, Black a baby for Holy, brother. Seen you on the other day, man. I like that feed, brother. All right. Saying we need to link up too, man. Word up, get that. Who else we got? QC.
I see our Empress
Black Kiki. Said her Black Power sister. Yeah. Black Power, UNIA, Atlantic Division 421, race first.
No, I'll go in the building. Okay. Black Power banging. And the Blackologist is in the chat too. Salute,
Blackologist, yeah. My fault, brother.
Man, I'm late. My bad, brother.
It's all right.
You just on time, brother. We make the clocks over here. Blackologist, if you asking for the link for Real Sister Code, it drops this Sunday, the first episode, What is a Woman? Sunday at 6 on this channel, Rebel Vision Television. But if you want to watch the pre-game interview, that's go into the videos, and you can't miss the yellow logo with my eye on it. So you could go watch the pre-game interview where they talk about what they're gonna do, who's gonna be on the show, and the mission of the show. So it's on this channel. Just go check it out.
Right. Like, comment, and subscribe to Rebel Vision Television. Hit that notification bell, y'all. Hit the notification bell.
That's right, man. Y'all, shout out to you, y'all brothers, man. Ken Waldo, Rebel the Cause, Knowledge Born, man. Y'all some bad motherfuckers, man. And the thing about us as black men, man, we have this ego where we don't want to acknowledge the greatness in each other, man. Y'all some bad motherfuckers, man. You gotta be bad, man, to be on this channel. These motherfuckers ain't fuck with you. They scared of you, man.
Brother saying, Shaka, man, dude, I'm with my people for real, man. I don't be out here talking a lot when I walk this walk, man. That's straight up. I got love for my people, and we need to stop all this motherfucking bullshit around here, man. Seriously. You know what I mean? We need to stop playing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Nobody give a fuck about us, period.
We trying to carry on tradition of great men, just like Shaka Sankofa, and thousands more. So we just want to play our part. We are the grandkids of Garvey, so there's nothing else we can do. This is our life mission.
Right.
So the blood got to spill, and the white man know that. That's why he try to he doesn't allow us to influence, not just us, just the Black community of powerful people. They try to get in the way of our influence, but we gonna keep throwing rocks at the window.
Oh yeah, got to, man.
You know,
that's why they haven't bothered y'all, man. Listen, bro, I'm telling you something, man. I've been kicked off YouTube and all that, man. I used to have 10,000 views sometimes in one day, man.
Yeah.
When they see the play, man. They see the play, man. And that's why don't ever compromise what you say, man. Everything is transparent. They know who you after. They already know who I'm after. I'm after the gatekeepers. I'm after the bootlickers, the agents, rats, and provocateurs and collaborators with the hierarchy and the hierarchy. They know who I'm after.
yes, sir.
But see, when you come with the facts, it's hard to go against the facts because it's truth. That's why I tell people do research. I don't even do a video unless I got concrete evidence.
And you do it.
So
One thing about you, man, you give out a lot of information, man. I always show you. So I didn't listen to them all, but I always tap in, man. Check out the brother Shaka Sankofa, man. He go live on his Facebook page. That's what it is, Shaka Sankofa for the people. He give out a lot of information, man. He be saying things that a lot of us don't even know about, because a lot of stuff, when I be checking out your show, man, half of the stuff you be dropping, man, I'm like, dang, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, shout out, man. Keep banging on them too, brother.
I learned from Darren Muhammad, Dick Gregory, Colin Muhammad, Steve Coakley, Dr. Wilson, Neely Fuller, Nana Kwesi, others, man, that I personally, Dr. Barry Shango, people that I personally been with. I'm talking about not no handshaking, no fucking photo shoot and all that. I'm talking about people that I actually been around and was quiet as a student, man. So I incorporated all those particular avenues and trains of thoughts. I try to gravitate from all of them, man. I have over 4,000 videos, man. Because these shows that y'all doing now is documented history, man. And another thing, when you look at your views, and you might see, it might say 8 views. Don't believe that, man. That's what they put out. If it's 8 views, that means it's probably like 110.
Right.
Because a lot of people may not comment. See, these people control the algorithm. They control this, man. So if they make it seem like you get 1 view, that'll make people reluctant. Oh, they ain't got but 1 view. This video probably ain't shit.
Not to mention the echo chambers they like to put us in. When they start doing that echo chambers, when people start going viral too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can go viral tonight. All we gotta do is create a fucking beef with one another.
Yeah.
Shit with,
Yeah.
And we'll get a fucking check.
Yeah.
But look how many young people that are looking for consciousness that are getting these same arguments and beefs and kill each other in the subway, kill each other on the street. I've seen grown men knock each other out and get in fisticuffs over who's the best between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. These are grown fucking men, man. Slaves.
And the answer is Jordan, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to lighten it up.
But the Rwanda effect is about to take place with us, though. The Rwanda, I call it the Rwanda effect, because you know what happened in Rwanda now is peaceful and beautiful. And it's the same thing will happen with us, but at the same time, we still got to move methodic.
I agree.
You're already moving like that, bro. This is what I'm telling you, man. This is what I'm telling you. That everything that is destined, it already resides in you. All that power that you searching for is in you. It's been passed to you. You've been chosen. You have been chosen. And this road is not an easy road, man, because it's a lot of sacrifices. It's a lot of denials. It's a lot of rejection from a lot of socialism. And because, sometimes, man, early on, I said, damn, I wish I wasn't chose. I wish I was like the rest of the niggas and turn it up and make it rain and all this bullshit. But that's not in my DNA. That's not in my cause. My people, 150 years ago, they got, raped and buck broken and all this shit and lynched, chose me to carry this, and I'm going to carry it to the fullest. I'm going to carry it to the fullest. And you just got to tap into your own God self, that potential, man. We all are superstars and battle stars and freedom fighters, man. You're the Malcolm X and the Garveys of the day. That's why we gotta let Garvey them have their own energy. They set the playing field up, but you have your own divine energy. All you do is gravitate from the teachings and the understanding, but you have your own DNA. You have your own personal history. You have your own bloodline of those who fought, bled, and died and were raped and buck broken and stuff like that. And some of us have had, that's why I say beloved ancestors. Some of our ancestors wasn't worth a fuck. And I always say that, man, if because some of them sold us out, and you see that energy today. You see the Steve Harveys and LeBron James and Roland Martins and stuff that throw our people under the fucking bus every day. That energy ain't just come up in no 2020.
Right.
That's right.
And so y'all you're great. This is greatness, man. This is documented history, man. Just like, how long did it take for you to understand Malcolm, Collin, and all them in its totality? It took years. It had to marinate. You had to study, and it had to settle in before you began to grasp the concept of what they were really about. And that's going to be the generations after we become ancestors. Your great-greats, they're going to look back and say, man, they're going to look back on these shows and say, damn, you see that man Rebel? That's my great-great-grandfather. But they train us not to look at that. That it's not tomorrow.
But the truth is, King, we will only be able to say that if we don't start logging this and categorizing it and putting it somewhere to we save it ourselves, because they go delete a lot of our stuff and hide a lot of our stuff. We're gonna be searching through the files looking for this stuff. So we gonna have to get our data centers to save this.
We kept the files. Those flash
drives. Didn't you have to go through certain files to find out about your greats, opposed to what the Wikipedias and all that bullshit that they put out? They're gonna do the same thing, man, because at the rate things are going with metaverse and stuff like that, they won't be able to be things won't be able to be hidden. But you can only hide so much. I got about 500 videos on what's this thing? It's on the Library of Congress. It's in the Library of Congress. If you go on, I'll give y'all the site. But I've been doing these videos since 2004.
Yes, sir.
2004, man. Gang truces going everywhere, because see, a lot of stuff, like they say, the revolution may not be televised. See, a lot of stuff you just gonna have to experience with your own eyes, and then when you transition, you know, you'll be able to see it manifest maybe through your babies or your baby's eyes. So, and you're right, it does have to be some type of sacred, but my suggestion is to get a couple of external hard drives and store it, and you know, have it you know, have it safekeeping and stuff, man, and you know, be able to pass that on as a you know,
we
artifact.
actually need to take control of the libraries in total across this country. Because I mean, they letting them go. They're not gonna hold on to them. You see what's happening in Texas? They trying to take over the schools, and then over in Chicago, they took a school and they trying to turn it into housing for immigrants.
You're right.
Right on that.
You see what Eric Adams done in New York, the billions that he spent providing education, college education for motherfuckers that don't even have identification. There could be fugitives, there could be MS-13 gang members, there could be part of a fucking drug cartel. Come over here and get a fucking master's degree while the black people still lay up on the streets of Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, Washington, D.C., MLK and fucking Peachtree in Atlanta. Thousands, man. Thousands and thousands, man. LA look like fucking Iraq, man. Post-Iraq war, man.
Yeah, post. Yeah. Sad.
So we don't, you know, and see, we are the leaders, man. We are the leaders. We get out and feed people, man. We give out this food distribution, man. We do this like 3 times a month, man. I'm talking about not no church pantry bullshit. You know, we give out food, you know, potatoes, carrots, onions, green peppers, man, brown rice, almond milk. You know, we got a good plug, man. But I want to bridge the gap between DC and Atlanta. Just, you know.
Yeah, let's bridge it, man.
Let's do.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when we come down there, man, we gonna you know, we're gonna get some food and we're gonna purchase some stuff, man, and go down there. You know, sometimes, man, you don't know, man, a person, you know, who's obscure, man, and living in deplorable conditions, man. Sometimes a hot meal and a hug and tell them that you love them, man, and things gonna get better. That we fighting for y'all, man. We fighting tooth and nail for y'all, man. It can make a hell of a difference, man.
Yeah, you sure do. Before you got on the show, me and the brother Rebel was just talking about this same subject, man. You know, we have one was Saturday at 11 a.m. Saturday, you know, personal hygiene products. I got about 15 pairs, gym shoes and shoes that's in good condition, well conditioned and stuff. You know, we gonna have hot meals for them, and you know, and I've been doing this for years. I actually love getting out, you know, kicking it with our people, man. You know what I mean? That's the beauty I get out of it. And it's not the truth that all of them, some people do want to be on the street, but some people really want to get off the streets. You know what I mean? You know, we need resources like, you know, some brothers sisters want to work. So we need resources, you know, for them to even get their identification, social security cards, you know, state IDs or whatever, you know what I mean? Come on, man, you can't be like, oh, no. I had people come to me and actually criticize me. I used to get mad, you know what I mean? But, you know, in my mind, I just ignore people like that, man. Because what the fuck is you doing? Yeah. See, I'm out here in the street.
It's also like the brother said, he in DC, right? And we got farmland down here. If we actually start to kick up these farms, we could start pumping food up there into DC and that whole East Coast. You know what I mean? If we pumping food, because they got, I mean, like really, where they go grow food down here? And we got the land.
Because we want to do a breakfast program, and we want to do a breakfast and dinner program. We want to do it in every inner city where the kids, the children, prior to them going to school, you know, most of them been on PlayStation. They out there geeking and tweaking. Father might be on the run. Father might be locked up. They may be going through abuse. Only thing they had for dinner was a bag of sunflower seeds and a can of Arizona iced tea, which is unhealthy. Let them come in the morning, have wash machines so they can get fresh uniforms, get them a breakfast, put the flat screen, the big giant screen TV on, show them some heroes and sheroes that look like them while they're getting a nutritional meal. When they come in the evening, you give them an hour or two to do their homework in silence, let them just be to themselves, after they eat. And then provide transportation to take them home. And then you address what's going on in these houses. I used to do home assessments, man, working with these juveniles for 20 years. And, nothing's in the refrigerator. How many people sleep in this room? How many, the rodent population, how many roaches and, all this type of stuff, man. Who's on drugs now? By me being a substance abuse counselor, I got referrals. I can get you some help so you can get back into your motherhood grind, your fatherhood grind, because everybody that's homeless just ain't no crackhead motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is the shit that they pushing.
Yeah.
And now people eating this shit.
Yeah.
Some of these people, man,
Facts.
Mostly everybody that's homeless, man, at some point in their life were productive, man. And they had some type of trauma and tragedies and situations that whether they dealt with it the right way or the wrong way, but they dealt with it the best way that they knew how at the time. It still resulted in their current conditions.
And then shocking. What get me? When I be out there, I see mostly us. You see a few, on the other side sprinkling around, but I see mostly us out there. You see what I mean?
And Black single mothers with children.
Hell yeah. Tell them again.
Are the highest new homeless people.
Yeah.
They're becoming the highest number of the new homeless people, single Black mothers with children.
Yep. It'll really, really mess your head up, man. Straight up.
Most of our people that did that deep.
When they find out that a man has been around in these HUD, Section 8 homes and stuff, they put them on the street, man. No ifs, ands, or buts, and the social workers are a lot of times now. Them social workers don't even look like us no more, and the ones that look like us don't put in the work. Their caseloads are overflowed, and so they have Nigerians and other ethnic groups that don't have any connection with Black struggle here in this country. And for the most part, really don't know the culture of us, and so they're going to be biased in their judgments, who they select. My daughter was telling me that when she had applied for housing years ago, that, the guy was going to give her a townhouse if she went to bed with him, stuff like that goes on, and so it's a selection process, so like the brother was talking about that farmland, man, we need to put some trailers, man, and like you said, the ID, we need to have some professional people, man, that got plugs right into Social Security, right into DMV, and get these birth certificates and get these people, but they don't want to do that, man.
Yeah,
this is why they put these.
Yeah, people, they don't care. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody give a fuck as long as it ain't them and they family. Man, dude, man, this shit, it's hard as out here, man.
Man, sometimes I be wishing that shit gets so bad, because if it gets real bad, don't we're gonna have to go to the homeless population to learn how to survive out there?
Yes. Yep. Think about it. Yeah, think about it like that. Yep.
And think about doing this scamdemic, plandemic that was out, that all of the homeless people, you didn't have no cases. I've never heard no cases in DC of none of them being sick.
Down here,
And they live among the elements. They live with rats, possums, raccoons, pigeons, all types of shit, human feces, piss. And it's no, it's no cases of them being infected.
Nope. Yeah. That's the same thing. I had a conversation with somebody down here. Like, man, ain't no homeless people out here getting sick doing this that pandemic. Down here too. Shit, getting sick.
You only get it. You wasn't immune to it if you ain't have a real job in the system. It seemed like they might have planted desks with that.
But yeah, brother. But not only that, brother. That when our immune system goes into firewall mode when it's confronted with any type of so-called variant or whatever they tried to throw on us, and that's why we had just one lady. She put on a mask. We was getting ready to feed people. What the fuck you putting that mask on for? I said, for real, they should be putting one on for your ass, because everybody, 90% of the people that right now that are on the ventilators in these hospitals off of that remdesivir, which shuts the kidneys down, because my brother was murdered in 2021 off of that shit. All of them been jabbed. Yeah. You know that you can walk in the hospital now and see any motherfucking body, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Genocide by your enemy's hands. It's crazy.
Got work to do, man. Got work to do. That's why I tell you, brothers, man, keep pushing this channel. Keep pushing these channels, man. Push them. One view, that's one more person. That's one more person. I started out with one view, man, in I think it was like 2011, man, on YouTube. One view, man. It was a young dude, man. One view, man. But I kept going. I just kept pushing them, man. This show gonna blow up, and I'm not talking about blowing up where we, just for people to watch. I'm talking about for it to actually touch people's souls and give them courage, to wanna plug in, man. Because we all think that we have to be these great intellectuals and, have this type of boule, talented 10th fucking Cornell West type dialogue to qualify yourself, man, when people want to hear some real shit, man. People want to hear some real shit.
Yeah, y'all got to go to Sankofa page, man. Yo, go flood it, like, share, subscribe. You got so many powerful videos, many topics, and powerful language, powerful speech, powerful ingrained blackness that go back thousands of years all the way to today. So please go support the brother. He won the boss anyway, but everybody, since we on the internet, everybody need some help so the algorithm don't just subdue the channel 100%. So Shaka, give them your information and all that.
Yeah, it's no secret. Anybody can call 202-294-7831 anytime. Or you can go on Shaka Sankofa on Facebook or Instagram.
Nice. And he's gonna be with us wherever we at. So you can see him here too, also.
Oh, I'm gonna be in your back pocket in May.
Oh yeah, May 6th, coming down to the.
I'm coming down on the 1st. I'm staying a whole week. We gonna be there a whole week. We got the Detroit people coming.
That's right.
We got some a couple other people coming, man. We coming, and it was real refreshing to meet. I missed you the last time, Rebel, man, but Ken Waldo, Knowledge Born, and the sisters, man, you know, they're queens and stuff, man, and you know, it was, you know, it was a breath of fresh air, man. You know, it was a coon-free fucking weekend, you know, and you know, and I enjoyed every minute of it, man. Every minute of it, man. And that's what building, that's what people you know, that's not bullshit, man, you know, because we've been to certain states and, you know, we get there and people make up excuses and, you know, they try to duck you and all this shit, man. So it was, man, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. That's why I'm working now, bro. Man, I'm grinding like shit, man, trying to make sure everything is, you know, is in pocket, man. We're able to, you know, get a lot of merchandise and, you know, I want to, because the people, I'm telling you, man, the people in Baltimore and DC, that I've already got people commenting and interested in getting that gear, man. So,
hey man, I want to tell you appreciate that too, man, because you've been sending your people to our store, man. I appreciate that, man. It's love, man.
yeah, man. You know, you'll see, man, because that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. That's, you know, Black Power is Black Power, man.
That's right.
You know,
right.
it's you know, yeah. And so, you know, you got good products, you got good clothing, y'all got good merchandise, y'all stand beside it, y'all stand behind it, you know, and y'all certified RBGs, man.
Right.
Straight up, no chaser. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yo,
and I'm with y'all, man. I'm with y'all.
What size shoe you wear?
12.
Send Kenwado your house address.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm sending some things out tomorrow. You wear 12?
Okay.
I got you with the Garveyites 2.0, or do you want the Nat Turners?
The Garveyites.
All right, I got you with these.
Okay, bet, man. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, yo. As far as that, you already know you coming down May 6th, you know, Vocal Dialect, our show Vocal Dialect presents.
Oh, yeah, that's the, you know, I'll be there, yeah. I actually want to holler at him and Kalonji, man, before the 6th, you know.
Get down, man. We'll get down. Hey, man, you know, shit. I hollered at Kalonji a couple of weeks ago, man. Him politic their history. He said he gonna come on through, man. You know what I mean? He been traveling in and out. And so, yeah, man, you know, go to Vocal Dialect. That's Vocal with a K on Facebook and on Instagram. You get all the information there. You know, the link is up in the description and everything. You know, you can just call me 470-798-8527, Kenwado. You know what I'm saying? So come May 6th, we got the Bible Peru, the power of our great African mind. That's the thing for it. So yeah, we'll get down there.
I cleared my whole week for this in advance. I'm not missing a minute. So
oh yeah, we coming, brother. And
you know, and we go get educated, man. That's what it's all. And we gonna be with our people, man. You know, our shows, man, it be nothing but love, man. I love, you know, we put in a lot of work into the shows, man. I love seeing the people come, and I love y'all, man. That shit cold, man. I love being with my people, man. And like,
yeah, me too, man. Yep. Yeah, I love my people, man, with a passion, man. But I want to get Irritated Genie. I want to get Darren Muhammad on this show, man. You know.
Yeah, man.
Because Irritated Genie, man, he went to the state capitol in Annapolis, man, and he was fired. It was all on the news and stuff up here, man. He you know, but I kind of like got on him because I told him, you know, he know better than go in a spot like that without us. You know, because anything could have happened to you on that highway coming back. And you know.
Tell them brothers to holler at me or the brother Rebel, man. Shit, that's no problem.
Yeah, he's a powerful brother's powerful, man. Brother's powerful. But Darren Muhammad on Facebook, man, you gotta watch him on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and then Saturday mornings at noon. He's Dick Gregory's protege, man. Mean, man. I'm talking about mean, man.
Then you give me that brother number.
Yeah, yeah. And David
too.
Johnson, man. That's who, David Johnson and Darren Muhammad are cool too, man.
All right. Yeah, man. And get him my number, man. Tell him to call.
Yeah, because David Johnson, he'll come on, man. And he's the one that wrote the book, Drug Kingpin, CIA, Drug Kingpin, Friend or Foe, or something like that, man. Powerful book, man. Powerful book. But didn't you get the book I sent you, Irritated Genies?
No, I got, when you came down to the store, you gave me Irritated Genie book. I got to
get I got to get Rebel.
And everything, man.
I got to get Rebel one.
We tried to get the brother on the show, man. I tell Irritated, what's up? Hey, yo, tell me what's up, man.
Yeah, I'm
going to baby. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing but family over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's a good brother, man. Good brother, man. Good brother. Him, David Johnson, Darren Muhammad, and who else? It's a couple of sisters up here, man, that are real strong, man. Because there's only a handful in DC, man, because this is a police federal district. I'm in Baltimore now working, but which is about an hour from DC.
About an hour? I thought it was about 30, 40 minutes away from DC, Baltimore.
It depends on what time of day it is. Now, I can get back to DC from here in about 40 minutes, But you talking about deplorability, man. You talking about hell. You talking about a third world country. Baltimore is the murder capital, man.
Yeah. Man, all these urban cities are deplorable, man. I don't care where you at, man. We all of us living the same, and all of us living fucked up. You know what I mean?
This is where Lance Riddick, they played on The Wire.
Yeah. They filmed The Wire out there.
He died.
Baltimore. And the Rock. What's his name? What's his real name? Rock. He from Baltimore. With Charles Dutton. Charles Dutton. Dalton.
Charles Dutton. I was in prison with him, man.
Yeah.
He had checked in. He was actually he had checked in and went in on PC. Not because he was scared or nothing like that. He checked himself in PC and wrote that book. That's how that show rocked. He wrote that in his cell, man.
Okay.
He's a good dude. We call him Fat Chucky. He's a good dude, man. But the box, Avon Box, all them people that they had on The Wire wasn't no fucking Omar, man. That shit was fictional, man. That's why a lot of people in Baltimore, were highly disturbed about that. Now, it was Avon Boxdale, and I was incarcerated with him too, but his name was Bodie Boxdale. He just recently passed, but Lance Riddick, he died at age 60? How many episodes of The Wire were there?
There was a lot of them, because they had about
60. It was 60. You gotta look at the numbers.
They had about 5 seasons, right?
60 episodes, he died at 60.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I see where you coming from.
Somebody had.
I know
it's
Rebel
always. It's always.
I said, I know my Rebel laughing, man. I see the same thing he said, man. It's something between men that we know, man.
Yeah, man. See, Rebel, he know about that geometry and them numbers, man. People don't pay attention to that, man. No. That's why they do what they want to us, man.
Yeah, we should do a whole show on that. Just numbers, and try to break down what they mean and how the white man use them, and how significant he used these numbers. He got it from us, the supreme mathematics, but
yes,
he definitely his number game is hard. and you could almost predict his moves. This far along in the world, we almost can predict his moves based on them.
You know why they don't talk about father-in-law? Too much truth, bro. He came with the numbers in gematria and brought it. He brought it in the community, man. In the '60s, I remember the young gods and earths, man. When I was like, 8, 9 years old, man, and my brothers and them, and dudes, my brothers in them age, they was talking about they was gods and all this stuff, man. And I was fascinated, even though I didn't understand what they was talking about. But it spread like wildfire from New York to Jersey, and actually from that Mecca in New York, which New York was the Mecca of a whole bunch of stuff, that has been gentrified. And I'm not talking about buildings either. Niggas been gentrified.
Right.
So, yeah, they don't talk about him, man, because there's too much truth to it. Then people got to be held accountable. Then, supreme mathematics is what it is. It's supreme. So they don't want us to enamor or embrace our Black supremacy. So, so they keep us, doing this dumb shit, having us slapping each other at the Oscars so somebody else can fuck somebody, and you get slapped in your motherfucking mouth by another Black man that's a premier actor, regardless of his personal life, a phenomenal actor that can out-act any motherfucking cracker, smacks a motherfucking punk. The punk goes on fucking tour and making hundreds of millions of dollars. This shit was a setup, man. It was a setup. Now, if Tyson had a smack Chris Rock at the Oscars, Tyson been in jail, man. They would lock him up right there.
Right.
That's why I say this shit is scripted, man. The whole Super Bowl, you had 3 ambulances coming. Dude changed his number from 31 to 3. He wakes up out of a goddamn coma, out of death in 3 days, like he's Jesus. Then at the Super Bowl, he sits 3 seats down from the damn commissioner of the NFL.
Right.
The ambulance didn't even have a light. It looked like a damn U-Haul truck.
That's crazy.
Then they throw 3 touchdowns. Mahomes threw 3. Ran for 3. Then it was 38-35. Because who looks better on the front cover of Sports Illustrated? Mahomes and his Ice Monkey, or what's the other brother name? For Philly, the quarterback. Jalen Hurts and his queen, and his queen ain't no gold digger, nothing. She's a very professional woman into sports. She does marketing and all that, but they don't want to push that type of example for our children to see.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. Like I said, go Shaka Sankofa page. Thanks for coming, General. And thanks for letting us pick your mind on a lot of topics, but the solutions is first, and then your wisdom could go wherever it wants. So salute, Black motherfucking power, and anything you need, just call us and we got you. I'll give Kinwado my real number to get to you, so you can hit me direct. And
Bet. Yes, that's what's up.
Salute. Thanks for coming through.
Yes, sir. Anytime, man. Anytime, brothers.
No doubt. No doubt.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
I think he gotta leave. Yeah, because I'm Black Power Banger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to get your. We got 5 solutions before we get out of here. I want to get your take on the solutions real quick. We want you to give a real world solution. Maybe something you do, or just something you know.
I know one thing is us to build something and duplicate it. Mainly building groups. Build a group that's going to actually be connected. We have to build teams, and we got to conquer an industry, something that we do. We have to be able to and duplicate it. Whether if it was a mechanics, that we could bring a mechanic, somebody from zero to something. Got to get control of our food.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's one of his solutions. But let's go down the line real quick. It's only 5 of them.
All right.
You can say whatever you want. Take as long as you want to answer. But being Black in America now, how does somebody sleep obtain the core version of their Blackness?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
What's the solution to that?
Whoa, that one deep. With that one, I say being able to embrace that we are of African descent. Because it's a lot of people like to circumnavigate or try to shortcut the African. And just with that, understanding that teaches us a lot and know where we got to get our information from, so we can pull from the culture.
I like that.
Right, yeah, I like that one too.
You're a husband. So number 2 is, how can a Black male in America become a great husband based on all the distractions and all of the fake options and just everything coming at men? How does one obtain the level of what one could consider a great or a good husband? Good or a great husband?
With that one, just be willing to LKD. That's live, kill, die for the Black woman and child. And always have that in mind. Because if you don't have in mind that one day you have to go to battle for your woman or in your children, yours, not necessarily mine, but yours, when you choose, because knowing that, and with that in mind, you'll do things that have to prepare for that day. And that's staying physically fit, mentally fit, and having a goal, an individual goal and a family goal.
Like that too. All right. Consciousness. They're all fitting in the same box, but consciousness. We got IG, Twitter, Netflix, porn, blah, 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 blah. How does one obtain consciousness in the matrix today? I'm talking about after you become Black. Now you got to read books, learn your history, do your thing, and understand how to wake your blood up. How does one do that in today's mathematics?
Well, conscious is relative. That's a relative term, because the Moors are conscious, the Israelites are conscious. You know, it depends on what school of thought you go in. Because but pick a path and choose it. Eventually we all gonna end up in the same place.
Yep.
Like Kyle Banger, 3 for 3. All right, number 4. Same scenario. We in America, 2023. How does one of us, that might be asleep, unaware, how does one become aware of their enemies? Like the tricks that the magazines use, the tricks that the commercials use, the tricks that music uses, and just the white man system, how he cultivates you into that deaf mind. How does one become aware of the tricks, aware of their enemies and the tricks?
Now that one cold, because you have to be connected to somebody and that sees it in order for you to see it. Like what Brother Amos said, he said you have to know it's a problem before you can even try to solve it, right? And what we do, and I'm part of the MC, the Zulu MC. We got them watching the movie. So what I just did, I just start going through watching the movie and start writing questions out of the movie that you will have to answer. And as you answer these questions, and I could relate that very same movie is so many different tricks that they utilize in today and on us. Just if you ever take the time, go watch the movie Shaka Zulu. I forget what they did, several. I got to find out exactly which one so I can send you to this particular one. They showed this brother, they made it seem like he wasn't the brain. Like his mother was in charge. The movie started off with the death of an empire. So it seems like it's talking about the Zulu, but it's actually talking about the British and how the British sent in just a handful of men to conquer the Zulu. You know what I mean? So, and it's a lot of things that's done like that to where it seems like it's for you, but it's not for you. It's actually against you. And that takes mental maturity. You got to mature mentally in order to be able to see that. So that's really going to take us to constantly point that out. And actually, really, if we could do segments that when we start breaking down movies, we all watch the movie and we break it down, give our take on it. So that way we can start opening up their minds to what they're really seeing, the psychological warfare that's in it.
Yes, sir. They just did that with Black Panther, the first one anyway.
Boy.
Yeah, we could break that down easily.
Man, homie, how they had the Black Panther fighting the revolutionary. The Black Panther wasn't nothing like the Black Panthers.
Exactly.
That's a lot of science in that.
Just
and then the woman came.
Sharing your vibranium. That was the whole trick. To get you to share your vibranium. So we could break that down. I'd love to do that. That movie makes me mad. All right, let's go to number 5. And then we out of here. Allowing the internet to consume your whole reality. How does one of us either get off the internet or control the dosage that they take from it? How does one not get consumed by the matrix of the internet?
Well, that's a different one too, because like say for instance, a lot of Amos and Wilson, a lot of Dr. Ben, a lot of John Henry Clark, I go straight to the internet for them. And I'll be at work and I press play. So I'm getting a high dosage. But then they got some cats that'll be on the internet looking at football. So that's really on the individual. But when we start talking about how can it not totally consume us, that's generational, really. Because we was the generation that went outside and actually played tag and hide and go seek. You feel me? Our children not doing that. So our children don't know these different games. So that really, it's going to take a generation to teach a generation. And we just need that. We are still the group that have to start to develop these outside activities. You know what I mean? That's just like jumping on that motorcycle, bro. I don't think you understand when you riding from state to state and getting out, meet people. We actually out there like state to state. We seeing it. You know, we need more. Just pick an activity. Got to pick an outside activity. So that's gonna be our generation taking the younger generation out. Like I bought some remote control cars for my boys. Mine broke, but they just asked me today when we go back out and ride them. I gotta take them back out. I've been working a lot too. Going up and down Stone Mountain. You feel me? jogging, riding bikes. Well, I got one of my Moorish partners. He just started walking through Houston, driving somewhere, parking and jumping out, walking through the neighborhood, just walking through, looking at it. You know what I mean? So it's things like that, bro. We got to get these outside activities.
Now, I'm 100% with you. Beautiful solution-based. We just try to give a few easy solution-based. Follow the logic, y'all. Follow the logic. Instill it in your mind and try it out. You're going to see the magic. Your black magic. That's actually good. Everybody give their info out so the people know where you at.
In Cozy Soul, BPB on IG, and in Cozy Zulu on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah, hit me up the Water War on Facebook. Go to some got his sense like Facebook like page for all your scented and natural skincare. You can hit some guy Shelly Set Products.com. That's the website. You can also hit for your dope gear. You know what I mean?
I gotta get another hat, bro. My hat flew off on my motorcycle, homie. I gotta get another.
I got you. I
gotta get some more. I gotta get some more gear anyway. I'm up there. You know, you got that fly shit.
Go to my website. Go to my website. Order what you like. That's one of the ads as well. You know what I mean? Go to KNS.square.site. You know, you can go on KNS Apparel on Instagram or IG. I got a lot of photos of people who supported me and everything. The hoodies, T-shirts, the caps. It's a whole variety of. We got the new KNS Apparel tee. You know what I mean? People like them. We got the new Khalid Muhammad. The hoodies, the sweatshirt, the t-shirt I sold about. The family Black Circle, man. I just had them riding around the Black Circle family, just all of them just wear one, show them buddy love. It's dope though, so or you keep calling your homeboy 470-798-8527.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm Rebel with a cause. This Rebel Vision Television, and we got Think Champs, we got Rebels Roundtable, and we got the new show, the Sister Code, the real Sister Code.
Real Sister Code.
Everybody in the chat. You can hit me, Reb Reddington on IG, Rebel with a cause everywhere else. Rebelvision.com. Salute to Messiah, the real ancient chemistry.com. Holla at us. This is exclusive too. And negasfootwear.com. We'll get you a pair of Nat Turners. Garveyites. We got the Fred Hampton boots. Do your thing, man. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. And we'll check you out next Thursday. We out of here.
That's something else I could say.
Salute.
Also, you can check out Rebel Vision Television on Facebook. We got a clips of the show up there. We got an actual show. And TikTok. Got a lot of dope clips on our TikTok, Rebel Vision Television. So go scroll through it and check it out.
Yeah, we on TikTok too. Watch out. And we on Rumble and TrueTube, TRUU2. All of y'all should attack that because it's a YouTube that don't censor you and you can do whatever you want over there. Put your powerful information over there. So we out of here. Rebel Vision Television. Like, share, subscribe, do all you could do for us. And check out Think Champs and the Real Sister Code. Salute to everybody. We out of here. Salute.
Salute.